Hey guys. So we're going to be talking today about dashes. This is for EE.1, 11th grade IXL for English. Um, so basically what we're looking at here is a dash is used as an interrupter. Okay. So you can place dashes where the regular flow of your sentence is interrupted. Okay. Um, so if you look at these examples that they give you here, according to legend, King Midas ultimately died of starvation, all because of his wish that everything he touched would turn to gold. So the dash shows a break in the sentence. And if you look at the construction of it, it does, because you feel like there should be a piece of punctuation here, comma, something. Um, then Warren strives to control every aspect of his life, but life, surprise, surprise, doesn't always accommodate his wishes. So this is an interrupter here. Okay, that happens. So you put a dash on each side of that. And then the same thing here. You're setting off additional details from the rest of the sentence. Um, so with these interrupter ones, the way that so let's do first things first here. So this one here, you can tell it because it feels like there should be a piece of punctuation there when you read the sentence, right? There's like a little pause that happens right here. For this one, if you cut this up out of the sentence completely as an interrupter and you just read the sentence without it, Warren strives to control every aspect of his life, but life doesn't always accommodate his wishes. The sentence still makes sense, right? So if you find yourself stumbling over a part of one of these examples, then that's probably where the dash should go. And if you put the dashes there and you have two dashes because you're trying to set off an interrupter, and if you read the sentence without the part that's between the dashes, like I just did, then the sentence should still make sense. And the same goes for this down here, right? If I read the sentence without this part that I've highlighted, the sentence still makes sense. Okay. If that it doesn't pass that test, then you might have your dashes in the wrong place. Okay. And then finally is an interrupter in dialogue. Okay. So let's do a couple examples together here. Mrs. Zimmerman studied both business and fine arts in college, a combination that makes sense to those who know her as the owner of a highly successful art supply store. Okay, so did you hear that little slight pause where I took a breath right here after college, right? Mrs. Zimmerman studied both business and fine arts in college, a combination that makes sense, right? So that pause there needs to have a dash. If I just blow right through that, the sentence doesn't make as much sense. Ms. Zimmerman studied both business and fine arts in college, a combination that, see, it doesn't work the same. It feels like there needs to be a pause there when I read it out loud. Okay. I was hoping that hello, can you hear me? Okay, so there's obviously an interruption going on here. And so we need a dash there, right? Because the flow of the sentence is interrupted. The painting is meant to pay tribute to women throughout society. I mean, throughout history. Okay, so again, there's an interrupter there. It's clear interruption. And guys, I know it's going to be silly and you're going to feel dumb doing it, but it might be helpful to read these dialogue ones out loud, and all of them for that matter, because reading it out loud will help you kind of recognize where your pauses and dashes and interruptions need to go. All right. So before we went up a level here, it would give me the number of dashes. Well, this one now it's not telling me how many I need, so we gotta adapt. We had a wonderful time at yes, we are ready to place our orders. So again, reading out loud kind of helps here. Captain John Smith, one of the leaders. Okay, so again, there was a pause here. Captain John Smith, one of the leaders of Virginia's Jamestown colony. So Captain Smith, one of the leaders. So this is providing extra information about who John Smith is. And because that extra information needs to be set off from the rest of the sentence, we're going to have two dashes. Okay? And that was the first example where we've had two dashes. Photographer George Stamets takes aerial photographs, what he calls street photography. So there's an interruption there, what he calls street photography from the sky while soaring through the sky on a motorized paraglider. Photographer George Stamets takes aerial photographs while soaring through the sky on a motorized paraglider. See how I applied that test there where I lifted out the part that had the dashes in the center? The sentence still made sense, so I feel pretty comfortable saying that I have those dashes in the right place. Okay, guys, just want to remind you that I am available to help you on Schoology at any time. So please don't be the one that does like 5,000 questions and only ends up with a 30%. Let me know if you need help, and I will help you. Okay? See you guys soon.